One. Hi, everybody. It's your boy Gabe here. Welcome to episode 4 of the MMA Space here. And we have a special guest, the number 12th ranked featherweight in the world, Sodiq Super Yusuff. What's up, my man? How you doing?
How you feeling, man? Thank you for having me.
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. So, we're just gonna go straight to it. Um, my dog, you walked in on Saturday, walked in, did the job, and dipped out with your check like it was nothing. It just took 30 seconds, bro. Like,
Hey,
what was that, bro? Like, that was
you, you,
crazy.
you don't get paid overtime, man. Don't let these fighters trick you. Don't none of us like going to wars for real. Like we accept it when it's happening, but if we could walk in there and walk out, it's a good day in the office.
Oh yeah, no, man. I totally understand that, bro. Cause like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan when fighters go to war, but like I know the mental toll that shit takes on you guys. Like it's crazy, bro.
And how it feels the next day when you wake up, and the next week when you wake up.
Oh, I already know, bro. I'm not like nothing like what you guys have experienced, but I had a tournament like a week ago, and it was a Muay Thai tournament.
Yeah.
Adrenaline is a hell of a drug because I took too many leg kicks, and right after that fight, I could not walk.
Yeah, yeah.
I could not walk, man.
Was it WKs?
We did like here we do like PKB.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's my tournament was like somewhere in Orlando. Like it's very local. Like more gyms from Central Florida come.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But it's pretty fire. So you're from the DMV area, Maryland.
Yes.
So how I'm guessing you're a Ravens Orioles fan, or if you watch other sports.
Not man. The only sport I know is MMA.
Oh, for real?
I had a teammate that said if you don't know about anime or MMA, you don't got nothing to talk to Sadiq about.
Yeah, I seen your Twitter. You love posting Hunter x Hunter like gifs.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
That's
that your
that's my
favorite? Is that your
yeah.
favorite anime?
That's number two. Number one is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but Hunter x Hunter is like very close. The only reason why it's not number one is because Togashi never finished making it. So
Okay,
if
yeah,
he
I got
ever
you.
if he ever does finish it, it might end up being number one day.
See, for me, I'm a little old school. Like my favorite anime of all time is Inuyasha.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely old school. That's like OG
Like,
status
like
right
oh,
there.
like I talk about like waking up at like 5 a.m. and Adult
Yeah,
Swim to
yeah,
watch it. I
yeah.
remember it.
You
Like,
wake up in the middle of the morning to that theme song. Dun, 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 dun,
yes,
dun.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's a fact.
what? Like, I think. All right. So now we're gonna get. So you get named me your best anime. What is the
Oh,
worst anime you've ever watched?
the worst anime I've ever
Worst one,
watched.
dog.
Gosh, I don't give animes chances if they don't pass the 2 episode try. I know people say like 3 episodes, but I really only give it like 2 episodes and then I'm gone. I'm trying to think of the worst one I've ever watched. I don't even think I have one. I don't waste my time with bad animes, man. If you don't have me on the first two, I'm out of there.
You don't
Do
give it
you have?
time or nothing.
Nah.
Uh,
There's too
you
there's
want?
too many good things out there.
See, this is. I say this is the worst one because I hated the way it ended. But Dead Man Wonderland has to be the worst anime I've
Oh,
ever watched.
oh, oh, gotcha. That man. So the thing is, I read mangas too. So when the animes, when they switch up like the ending or something like that, I give them a little bit of grace because I was like, I can't bash the creator because I know this is just like studios trying to make money. So yeah, now there are some pretty whack ones where they just, oh, okay then. In that case, gosh, Promise Neverland. Season 2 Promise Neverland was pretty hard, pretty whack because
I,
they
I'm
they
not I'm not gonna
changed
lie.
that
I started
dynamic.
watching it. It was like a minute ago, and see, I had this thing. At least when animes have a problem with finishing them. Like when I tell people I have not finished Tokyo Ghoul, they
Yeah,
go
Tokyo
crazy.
Tokyo Ghoul is another one too. That's another. So you're naming all the ones where they just the studio just decided to just destroy the show. Like they followed the manga for the first season, and in the second season they just decided like just say chuck it in the air and destroy it. So Tokyo Ghoul, Promise Neverland, Dead Man Wonderland. Those are all three where they just changed what they just changed whatever was going on at the end.
So let's, because everybody has a different opinion about this. How did you feel about the Cowboy Bebop like real life show that
Oh,
Netflix did?
Remember when I told you I don't waste my time with bad anime? If you hear anything that says live action or live adaptation, Netflix, anime, when those words start mixing together, don't waste your time.
Bro.
Like my fiance forced me to watch the Death Note movie, and
Oh, that was
I just went
terrible.
to
That
sleep.
was
I,
terrible.
I just went straight to sleep. Anything that has to do with live action and anime, stay far, far away. I don't think it's been done yet. I think Death Note had like a Japanese one where like they kind of stuck to the story that was decent. But decent is the best we've gotten yet. Like, and don't even get me started on like Dragon Ball and all
Oh,
that stuff. Like any live action that has to do with anime, yeah, don't waste your time. It's gonna be horrible.
so how? Because I haven't finished this. I don't think I'm ever gonna finish the show. One
Yeah.
Piece. How do you feel about One
Oh yeah.
Piece?
One Piece. I think One Piece peaked at Marineford with Whitebeard. Did you get that far?
No, I haven't got that far, bro. Like
Oh,
I'm.
okay, yeah. So now I don't really watch or read One Piece. I'll go on YouTube. There's a lot of like YouTubers that I follow that like do like summaries and breakdowns and stuff like that. That's how I keep up with One Piece because I think like it literally peaked at Marineford, and it's too much, man. What are they on, like 1,000 chapters or something like that? Like
Yes,
it's too
yes.
much. Yeah,
I
it's too much. Like it's an okay anime to me. I feel like the art style's a little wacky, and it has OG status too. It's always usually number one or two when it comes to like the big three. So, but it's a lot, man. After the Whitebeard stuff with Marineford, if you could get to that arc or just skip forward and get to that part, that's like the best. Like I think that show has been, and I think that's the best that it's ever gonna be.
wow, right. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was because um so I know you were supposed to fight Giga and
Yeah.
it got scrapped. A funny story is I met Giga in Karate Combat like a couple months back. So before your fight actually got announced, I talked to him and he told me that you guys were gonna fight each other, and I was like super excited. And then when the fight got scrapped, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I honestly don't know. They didn't announce what happened, so I think it's some type of bad injury because it was bad enough for them. Because when it initially got scrapped, we asked to just push the date forward, and it was bad enough for them to say it wasn't
yeah,
happening. So hopefully him and his family's all right.
that's good though. Like, is that a? Because I know you want to do Bryce Mitchell next.
Yeah.
I
I,
definitely do think you could take his O.
I definitely to be honest, I really wanted to do the Korean Zombie next,
Oh, that would
but
have been fire.
Bryce is also one that's definitely in the talks. But I don't think Bryce is interested. I don't think the UFC is interested. I'll always ask for it, but the Korean Zombie one is definitely like that would be really dope because I think he wants to do one more fight. He wants to do like a retirement fight, and the UFC is like I think they're going overseas pretty soon, so that would be a good chance to get a main event spot, man. I like, yeah, me and Korean Zombie. There's not that many legends left in the weight class, man. Let me get one before they leave.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it was just announced today. They're going to Australia in February.
I think they're going to Asia pretty soon too.
Wow, for real? Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fire.
I might just give you an exclusive right there.
Oh wow, that's cool though. Yeah, man, we'll accept that at the year. Like, but yeah, no, I think that's a good matchup. Like, it's still like, is the Giga fight still something that you want to pursue, or we're just gonna like put that to the side for now?
No, I don't really care. The Giga fight is like when they proposed it to me, I was happy to get it, but it's not like he's not somebody that I'm chasing down. If he's okay and healthy again and they want to reschedule it, I'm perfectly down. But I'm definitely not going to be sitting on the sidelines waiting for that.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, of course. Like, especially after a performance like a 30-second submission, bro, we got to get you back in that cage.
Yeah, exactly. 30 seconds of submission with no bonus too.
Oh, but that's crazy. That's crazy. They didn't give you the Uncle Dana didn't give you the 50K. He's wild. He's wild.
Hey, man. What can you do?
But so one of the things I like love is the fact that you are part of this like Nigerian upbringing. You have Kamaru, and then now you have you. I think it's dope as hell that we're seeing this surge of like Nigerian fighters. Um, so how does it feel that you're part of like kind of not a small group I would say anymore because the sport is rising now and
Yeah,
a lot of fighters from Africa are joining the UFC
yeah.
now. So how does that feel? How does that make you feel?
Man, it was very dope, man. I still remember like early on. This is like early in my career, like when I first saw Usman on the Ultimate Fighter, and I've been walking out with like the Nigerian flag for a while, and then I finally saw him on the Ultimate Fighter, and I was like, "What? The Nigerian Nightmare? There's a Nigerian guy in there." And back then, I remember he was only wrestling, like he would just like wrestle people, like it was so boring, but he was my guy. I was like, man, that's Nigeria right there. I tuned into every episode he was on when he won the show, man. I was like, yeah, man, Nigerian Nightmare. I try to like show like my friends. I like, man, this Nigerian guy there, and like we're just sitting down watching him like wrestle somebody to death. It was like, man, hey, man,
It's like
that's yeah,
it's
hell yeah,
cool.
that's my dude, man. But when he finally won the belt, man, I was super super excited, man, because it's representation matters. No matter what people say, like people try to downplay that stuff when it comes to like movies and stuff like that. But there's a certain feeling you get when you see somebody that looks like you accomplish something that you want to accomplish. And then it's even a stronger feeling when they not only look like you, but they come from where you come from. It makes it feel more and more achievable. It makes your dreams feel more and more achievable. So like that stuff, it really means a lot. And then after that, Izzy came along, and Izzy's like flashy, like he brings like a lot of charisma in there. And I like, man, one day I want to be where those guys are too.
Hey man, you're almost there. You're number 12. And you're gonna keep moving up, man. One day,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna
Yes,
see
sir.
you in a main event for the title.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's up, man. I really do like that idea. Like, I think one of the things that I truly enjoy about you specifically is a humbleness. It's a humbleness within like within the featherweight division. Like you took this interview and I love that you engage with your fans and you were like very quickly to respond to my messages and like I think that's awesome because like what a lot of people don't understand is that at least through Twitter, MMA Twitter,
Yeah.
if you connect with us, we back you up like 100% all
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
a fact. I think there's certain amount of fans, like UFC fans, that give athletes a bad taste.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I feel like athletes kind of shy away from like looking in the DMs and stuff like that. Because sometimes, like even me too, like when it gets closer to fights, I stop looking at DMs and like replies too. But because it was after the fight, that's why I was able to see it. Because like MMA fans could be like real like assholish, like
Oh
there's a lot
yeah,
of there's a lot of
yeah.
piece of shit fans out there that are fans of the sport and not necessarily fans of the athletes, because I see them say a lot of shitty things to people. Like even when I win and I see fans trolling my opponents, I'm not with that at all. I remember somebody messaged me on Instagram and they said, man, why did you block me? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to you. But there's a running joke in my gym where I tell the younger people, I was like, I block people for trolling other people. Like I RSVP your blocks. It's like if I see you trolling like somebody I don't know or just trolling like a celebrity or a fighter, I will block you before before that opportunity ever
It's like
gets to
before
me.
you get to me, you're done.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah,
done.
yeah. I reserve. I RSVP your blocks, so that's most likely what happens to that person. So I don't care if you're a fan of me. If you're just like a troll at heart, I don't need your support.
Yeah, like that's how it is, especially like after like gruesome knockouts. Like when Tony got knocked out by Michael Chandler, bro. I saw that face with a kick for like 3 months.
Everywhere,
Bro.
everywhere. The one that really gets to me is the fans that talk about like bets and stuff like that. Like they go into like a losing fighters messages and like comment about losing $20 or a hundred
Yeah, I
dollars.
think that's weird. I think that's so
Yeah.
weird.
A
Like,
fighter will have their arm broken or a fighter will be concussed in the hospital and you're talking to him about losing $15 on your parlay.
yeah, I think it was like somebody. I don't remember if it was either to Jesse Jess or to
Yes, it
Casey
was.
O'Neill.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
exactly who I'm talking about. Jessica. So like they was talking about why her arm is broken. She
Yeah, she was
literally
like,
has
her
one
arm is
arm.
broken. I lost $20 because of you. Like,
Yeah,
what?
it has one arm, you know. And when she posted that up, I wrote a tweet and I was like, just so you know, athletes don't
Just
give a
don't
fuck
care.
about your
Yeah,
parlays,
I
and
saw that.
they came in attacking. It was like the army of trolls. How dare you talk about my parlay? I was like, man, it is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've done a couple. Well, actually, I've only done one parlay in my life, and I literally got every fight right except one, and it was the
Yeah.
Li Ying Lang fight. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset. I lost.
As long as you wasn't crazy enough to if you tell me you message him right now, I'm gonna hang up on this interview.
No, no, no,
So
no, no. Like I was like, I understand the frustration, but not enough to message them. But like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie, my heart was broken because my
yeah.
my boy had a tough week.
Trust me, Li Jingliang's heart was a lot more broken than than yours was. Was that the fight where when he fought D-Rod?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What do you think? Who do you think won that fight?
Oh, I listen. So the way I saw it was, I thought Lee had more control over the fight. I
Yeah,
totally understand that D Rod landed more strikes, but in regards, I think didn't Lee had like, I think one
yeah.
takedown and a couple more
Yeah,
attempts.
I think Lee won too.
Yeah,
I like D Rod, but I think Lee won. He definitely got the short end of that stick, and not only did I think he won, I don't think they should have taken away his ranking. It's like what? Like
yeah.
come
I,
on, man.
I thought that was crazy.
Find another way to squeeze D Rod in there if you were gonna do it. But like not off of, and he took a risk, you know. It's like yo, come on, that was lame. He
But
definitely got the short end of the stick
I'm not gonna lie
that
though.
whole week.
I hope he got paid, bro, because my dog
Hopefully,
could not wear his suit. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like, I think it was like what, like a 10-15 pound difference when he fought D-Rod.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think those guys got paid. You know what that week showed us is the power of what a union would look like, because
Yeah.
that was basically unionizing for 1 week right there. So
Yeah, and
I definitely think they got paid.
that's a topic that I'm very big on when it comes to like the union and fighter pay. Like, I I'm I'm pretty sure you can't say anything about it, but I think you guys are underpaid way too much. I think, yeah, the UFC gives you guys certain perks when it comes to fight week, but I don't think it's fair, and I don't think it's fair to also the guys who are unranked, who get shelved for like a year or two. Like, they got families to feed. There's no reason they should be
Yeah.
doing full fight camps, going back to their other job. Like, it's a three-letter organization.
That's also kind of what gets in the way too, because people aren't willing to sit out. Because I
Yeah,
think back in the day, the closest they ever got to a union was when they asked the fighters if they're willing to sit out or something when it was time to make a power move, and there's always going to be a guy under you trying to undercut you, you know.
yeah.
So it's hard, man. I don't I want to have faith that it will happen, but I don't see there's too many fighters out there that are gonna be like, oh, I'll do it, I'll do it, I don't care about that, I'll do it, you know. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Especially there's a especially I know it's hard for some fighters in the top to say anything when they're also the ones getting big money. And yeah,
Exactly. That's why I show a lot of love to like the when you see those top guys say something. You know, Izzy says stuff a lot, even though he's one of those guys that's making a lot of money. You know, Francis can make more money, so that's why he said something. But Aljo
yeah.
talks too.
Like, I think it's crazy. I think there was I think when Francis fought in January, I don't think he, well, at least from what I saw, I don't think he made over 1.5 million. Did he? I don't even think he made a million. And
He'll probably touch that when everything's well and done. But at the end of the day, we're like the leather helmets of the sport. You know,
yeah,
it's like we're the ones that are gonna be looking like our grandkids and be like, man, I remember when we was fighting for, you know.
that's what.
But hopefully it happens between our fighting generation. You know, and we don't have to wait that long.
Yeah, no, man, and like I think you guys deserve it. I think it should be like the entire sport, not just in the UFC, also like in Bellator, PFL. Like I know PFL has like $1 million tournament. That's
Yeah,
cool, but it's
but
like,
one of the things that's helping those other organizations is the fact that the fighters can get sponsors.
yeah,
The sponsorships make a big difference. Like if that happens with the UFC right now, it would change drastically. Like if the UFC started allowing fighters to have sponsors again, like in the fight, because the sponsors aren't really interested in sponsoring you out of camp unless if you're a big name.
yeah,
But if they know like their product is gonna be shown on TV, they start throwing some big numbers out there. I remember when I was a younger guy in the gym, and the older guys were getting like these $10,000 sponsors, $20,000 sponsors. But those days ended as soon as the Reebok deal
fuck deal,
started.
yeah. I think they should start letting do that, or at least like if there's gonna be a uniform, I think they should let you guys at least go back to having the banner. You know, like when
Yeah,
they were like
yeah.
hang the banner and
Or,
stuff.
or or one or two spots,
Yeah,
like pre-approved sponsors on like one or two spots. That would be, or just make the outfit and deals like very lucrative.
yeah,
Like,
because it's like you guys have the Rock deal now. I don't think any of you guys are profiting from that. And like I'm not gonna lie, those shoes are hideous.
man, yo, shout out to Terrence McKinney, man. Like Terrence McKinney, he trying to talk to The Rock, and The Rock act like he don't exist.
The Rock,
I know 100% The Rock saw his messages,
oh
but
no, for a fact. It's just he's
it
not gonna
is,
say
it
anything
is
for
what it
business.
is. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is.
But I know you have like a busy schedule ahead, and I promised you we would cut this short. But man,
Yeah.
I enjoyed talking to you. This was so much fun. Hopefully one day we get to do it again. Hopefully one day that it'll be better than my jerseys in the background.
Nah, it was a cool interview, man. I like the fact that we started talking about anime, man. The interview is always more fun where it's not about fighting.
Yeah, man, that's cool. But besides that, guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been the MMA Space episode number 4 with Sadiq Yusuff. I'm gonna sign out, and yeah, guys.
Thank you for having me, bro.